Welcome to Yoga for Eating Disorders. I'm Jennifer Kriatsulis. Thank you so much for joining me for this practice. Today I'm going to guide you through a gentle, flowing movement practice with the concept of Ahimsa in mind. Ahimsa is the first of the yamas in yoga philosophy, and it translates into non-harming or non-violence. We can also think of those words as meaning peace, love, and harmony. So Ahimsa is a call to action for all of us to live and operate from a place of peace in our thoughts and our actions and our words toward ourselves, others, and the environment. So much of our eating disorder recovery journey is learning to be kind to ourselves, learning to be peaceful, learning to be in harmony with ourselves, with our bodies, with taking care of our bodies, and in our relationships. Our yoga mat is a safe space where we can practice what I call softening. Softening is an expression of Ahimsa. What I mean by that is so often when we are trapped at our eating disorder spinning thinking, we're engaging in symptoms, when we're just really struggling really hard to take care of ourselves, we walk around really rigid. And just taking a moment to soften our eyes, soften our shoulders, right? That brings a softening into our mind, and it helps to create a little peace in our bodies. So throughout our movement today, I'm going to be guiding you to check in between tension and softening and give you an opportunity to explore what does it feel like to soften and how can you practice that in your yoga practice on your mat and then take that into your life and your recovery. So I'm going to get started. I'm going to head back to my mat. I invite you to have any props on hand that you enjoy in your practice. I only have a block with me today. I wish I had a bolster and a blanket and all of it, but I don't. If you do, please feel free to use them. And also a chair. A chair can be a wonderful, wonderful tool for yoga practice. So I invite you to make yourself comfortable on your mat because prioritizing our comfort is a practice of kindness, a practice of Ahimsa. All right, I'm going to head back to my mat. We're going to start in a seated position. I'm going to grab my block because I find that I can sit a little more comfortably if I'm elevated off the floor. So you can sit however you like. You can sit cross-legged. You can sit with your legs extended, whatever feels comfortable for you. Take a moment to get comfortable. Take a moment to connect with your mat, meaning notice yourself seated here. Take your eyes and scan them around the environment you're in and just take notice of colors and textures, patterns. Maybe you spot a picture of someone you love or a quote or an inspirational saying. Just take a moment to rest your eyes on something that makes you feel peaceful. And if there isn't anything in your space that connects you to a sense of peacefulness, then I invite you to reflect in your inward mind something that does. And bring one or both hands to your heart. And with your eyes resting on something that brings you peace or an image in your mind's eye, I invite you to bring a little smile to your face. Follow your breath in and follow your breath out. Follow your breath in. Follow your breath out. You don't have to breathe in any special way. There's no right or wrong here. As long as we're breathing, we're living. Take a breath in and a breath out. One more time, breathe in and breathe out. Rest your hands on your legs. And let's bring a little awareness now to our necks. So leading with your chin, lower your chin straight down, ever so gently. Just notice the sensation in your neck as you move your chin downward. And then leading with your chin, sweep it over in one direction. Super gently, not forcing, moving with an awareness of kindness towards your body, specifically your neck in this moment. And then leading with your chin, sweep it down to center and over in the other direction. Leading with your chin, bring it back down through center. Lift your chin up to neutral, take a pause, and then leading with your chin, lift your chin up. Gentle with your neck, gentle with your eyes. Soften through your shoulders as you lift your chin. And then leading with your chin, bring your chin back to center and pause. Bring your awareness to your hands. Stretch out your palms, stretch out your fingers, and then go ahead and make fists. So I would like you to make a lot of tension in your fist. Exaggerate this so much. Pretend this is the tension you feel when you're angry, when you're frustrated, when you have to do something in your recovery that you're afraid of, that you don't want to, that you're resisting. And then do the opposite. Open your palms really softly. Let your fingers uncurl and find ease in your shoulders all the way down to your fingertips. Notice the peacefulness in your palms. Take a breath in and a breath out. And do that again. Squeeze in that rigidity and tension that creates an unhappy energy in our bodies. And then in the spirit of Ahimsa, of kindness and peace, do the opposite. Find calm here. Do the opposite. Breathe in and breathe out. One more time. Find the tension. Maybe this represents when you're kind of staring down the food, or staring down your body, or staring down something that you don't want to do but you know you need to, that you know you must for your healing. And then open your palms, find the calm, and imagine doing that thing you don't want to do from this place of softening. Take a breath in. Take a breath out. Interlace your hands in front of you. As you breathe in, press your palms forward and up. And then keeping your hands like this, as you breathe out, just side bend to one side. So you have the option, you can keep your hands like this. If side bending feels better to you with one hand down, feel free. Prioritize your comfort. That is a practice of Ahimsa. Suffering, resisting, thinking we need to do something just to please somebody else, that doesn't serve us. That's not creating peace within inside of us. It's creating tension. Take both arms up. Press your palms, gather them down in front of you. Interlace your hands. As you breathe in, press your palms forward and up. And side bend the other direction, keeping your hands in this shape or dropping one hand down. Gentle breath in and a gentle breath out. Bring both arms up. Press your palms together. Bring them down in front of you. Interlace your hands. Let's flow through that now. Inhale, press forward and up. Exhale, side bending one direction. Come back up through center. Press your palms down in front of you. Take a pause. Interlace, inhale, press forward and up. Exhale, side bend the other way. Reach your arms up. Gather your hands down in front of you. Take a pause. Breathe in and breathe out. One more time. Breathe in and breathe out. Stretch your legs out in front of you. You can stay elevated on a block. I'm going to do that, or you can come down to the floor, whatever's comfortable. I'm going to stay facing you, but you're welcome to turn sideways on your mat. Take your feet as wide as your mat and bring one foot to the inside of your opposite leg. So I have my left foot into my right leg, but you do what's comfortable for you. Bring some softness into your extended leg. Even if you don't want to, I'm going to challenge you to do that. We can fall into the belief that a straight leg is the ideal pose. And sometimes that's a violent thing to do to ourselves, especially if you're like me and have tight hamstrings. So challenge yourself, do a little less in the name of kindness toward your body, and reach your arms up. Take a gentle fold forward, just folding to that degree that's comfortable for you, whether your hands rest on the mat, on your leg, or on your foot. You can keep your eyes up or drop them down. Finding ease in your breath the best you can. Notice where you're holding tension, perhaps in your face, and soften as a practice of Ahimsa. Soften to find a little peace in this moment. Take one breath in, one breath out, one breath in, one breath out. Reach both of your arms up and lower your arms down. Switch out your legs. Soften your extended knee. Reach your arms up. Take a gentle fold forward. Find that place for your hands that allows you to be able to breathe and still hold a little bit of peace in your face and your shoulders. Gentle breath in. Gentle breath out. Gentle breath in. Gentle breath out. Take both arms up. Come all the way, hands down. Good. Extend both of your legs forward. I'm going to bring big bends into my knees. Encourage you to soften your knees as well. Take both arms up. Reach forward, maybe below your knees, down towards your ankles, whatever works for you. And then keeping your eyes up or lowering them down. Check in here. Notice if you're striving or straining. And if you are, just observe that and then invite yourself to do something different, to do the opposite. Soften in your eyes, your shoulders, maybe lift up out of the fold a little bit. Take 2 breaths. And then come all the way up. And from here, we're going to transition onto our hands and knees for tabletop pose. So whatever way makes sense for you to get there, I invite you to do so. Bring your hands under your shoulders and your knees underneath of you. If this is a lot of pressure on your wrists, make fists with your hands. Let's roll through some cat and cow poses. So as you breathe in, lift your eyes and your heart. And as you breathe out, round your back, tuck your chin. Press the back of your heart up. Inhale, lift your eyes and your heart, arch your back. Exhale, round, tuck your chin, press the back of your heart up. Do that on your own breath, your own pace. One more time. And then come back to your tabletop. Extend your right arm forward and roll out your wrist, stretch out your fingers. Lower your hand down. Other arm, left arm forward, roll out your wrist. Stretch out your fingers. Lower your hand down. Right leg back. Reach your right leg back. Roll out your ankle and your toes. Lower your knee. And other leg back. Roll it out. And lower your knee. All right, so let's put that all together now. Extend your right arm forward. And take your left leg back. Rest your toes on the floor to start. And then play with perhaps lifting your heel up off the floor a little bit so your toes lift up. And then lift your heel to that height that's comfortable for you. Find softness in the effort, right? Even though there's effort here, can you find a little softness in your eyes and your jaw? Let go of the tension in those places so that you can move from a place of peace. And lower your hand and your knee. Let's do the other side. Extend your left arm and your right leg. Toes on the floor to start, and then lift it to a height that's comfortable. Knowing that there's effort here, what parts of yourself can you soften so that you're not rigid and straining? but you're moving from a place of peace. Lower your hand, lower your knee. Sit back on your heels. Bring your hands by your sides, and from your heart, take a little lift up. And then sit up nice and tall, coming to a neutral spine. From here, we're going to move to a low lunge. So I invite you to find a path to getting into that position in a way that works for you and your body. We're going to have our right foot forward and our left knee back. You're going to have your left knee underneath, behind you a little bit. So not directly straight down underneath of you, but behind you a little bit. And remember, you can always roll up the side of your mat for a little padding for your knee joint. Let both of your arms rest down. Shake them out, let them go. And then ever so gently, take both of your arms up. To help create a little more balance and stability, walk your right foot out to the right a bit. Soften your eyes to one spot, relax down through your shoulders. Take a breath in and a breath out. Breath in and a breath out. One more time, breathe in and breathe out. Let your right arm just rest down, let it hang. We're going to create a side bend now. Take your left arm, reach it up and over. Press strong through your front foot to help create stability. And stay soft in your face and your upper body to help move from a place of peace and kindness. Come back up through center, take both of your arms up. Lower your hands down and shift back to a half split. So we're not going to sit all the way down like this. We're going to stay upright. We're stretching our extended leg here. So check in. What is the sensation you feel in that extended leg? If it's pain, I invite you to come forward a little bit to lessen that bend in your knee. If the sensation you're feeling is that inner narrative to push and to strain, that's not practicing Ahimsa. So becoming aware of that and asking yourself, what is one shift you can make in this pose to be more in a place of peace? Suggestion would be to find your breath. Maybe place your eyes on something in your room that makes you smile. Soften into the moment. Take one more breath. And then come back forward into that low lunge. I'm going to grab my block for this next move. So what we're going to do is we're going to come up to extended side angle from here. So to do that, I invite you to come up on the toes of your back foot, straighten your back leg, and then roll your foot down. I'm going to bring my hands to my block and then take my left arm up. So my right hand's down, my left arm's up. So how do we practice kindness in this pose? By using a block perhaps, by bending your knee only to the height that's comfortable for you. Maybe thinking about your neck. Is it more comfortable to look down, forward, or up? Maybe this upper arm is creating some struggle right now. Maybe letting it rest is a kinder way to be here. Take a breath in and a breath out. Breath in, breath out. All right, so from here, we're going to bring the left hand down and we're going to walk our hands around forward, creating a wide-legged fold. So take your feet as wide as is comfortable for you. I'm going to have my block up here for my hands. Take a lift up, draw your heart forward, and then go ahead and fold to a degree that's comfortable for you. Your knees do not have to be locked out. In fact, I encourage you to soften them. Hang your head heavy. Big breath in and a breath out. Draw your heart forward, making your back nice and long. And then turn your left toes to face the back of your mat. We're going to set up our low lunge on this side now. So your left foot is forward, your back knee comes down, and it's a little bit behind you. Bring your hands up to your front leg. Walk your left foot over to the left just to create a little more stability. Allow your arms to hang with the tension melt away and keeping this place, this ease, to the best that you can. Lift your arms up from a place of peacefulness, not striving, not being too fast about it, just being purposeful, calm, and kind. Take a breath in and a breath out. Breath in and a breath out. Let your left arm hang down. Take your right arm up and over, side bending. And then take both arms up. Lower your hands down. And we're going to create that side angle now. So please come up on the toes of your back foot. You want to have your left hand onto the inside of your left foot, maybe on a block. Spin your right foot down. And then take your right arm up. And then go ahead and take a scan through your being. What are some shifts you need to make to feel more peaceful in this pose? Because let's face it, this takes a lot of effort. So we can choose to strain and strive and struggle and kind of be in that, place of frustration. Or we can do it differently. We can make a change, maybe dropping this arm down, maybe looking down, maybe working on our breathing, a little smile on our face. One more breath. And then lower your hands down. Nice, everyone. Walk them to center. Bring your hands under your face. Your hands can be on a block. We're going to create a twist. Plant your right hand down under your nose and reach your left arm up. If you find yourself really yanking open, I want to encourage you to pull it back a little bit and just twist to that place where your spine naturally wants to go. Gentle breath in, gentle breath out. Gentle breath in, gentle breath out. Lower your hand down and take the other arm up, right arm up. Resisting that urge to yank. Be kind with your body, gentle twist. Lower your hand down. Begin to toe heel your feet together. And then go ahead and roll all the way up to standing, reaching your arms up. Bring your hands down in front of you. I invite you to take any balancing pose that you like right now. So I'm going to do tree pose, but you're welcome to take eagle, dancers, airplane, warrior 3, anything that you feel is going to serve you in this moment. So if you want to take tree pose with me, you're welcome to. I'm going to start by balancing on my left foot. Again, a kickstand with my right toes. Hands are at my heart. And then I'm going to just experiment with bringing my foot a little higher at my leg. I'm going to open my arms up to the side because that's just what's calling me right now. And then knowing that this takes effort. I'm going to do my best to soften my eyes, soften my jaw, soften down through my elbows, my fingers. Set my mind on the word peace. Breathe in. And breathe out. Breathe in. And breathe out. And then lower your foot down. I'm going to balance on my right foot this time. Make left kickstand with my left foot. Bring my foot up a little bit. This time I want to take my arms up. That's just what's calling me. Do what's calling you. Take one more breath. And bring your hands to your heart and your foot to the floor. Take a breath in and a breath out. Breathe in and breathe out. One more time. Gentle breath in and a gentle breath out. From here, I invite you to come back down to the floor and come to seated, just as we started. And we'll end with hand on heart breathing. So I invite you to bring one or both hands to your heart. You're welcome to have your eyes open or closed. And take a pause to truly notice the connection of your hand on your heart. This kind connection between your hand and the rest of your body. And perhaps you feel the subtle sensation of breath under your hands. Just follow that sensation in and out. And in the same way that you would put your hand on a friend's back to comfort them, let this be a gesture, an expression of you offering yourself kindness, comforting yourself, of being that peaceful voice, peaceful presence. Follow your breath in and follow your breath out. One more time, breathe in and breathe out. So the peacefulness that we create inward directly affects the way we relate to our environment. As you continue your recovery journey, just notice those moments when you feel yourself tensing, when you feel yourself being rigid in thought or action. And that's your cue to just soften, to do the opposite. And that is the beginning of practicing Ahimsa in your eating disorder recovery. The opposite, that peacefulness, will translate into your thoughts. It translates into your actions and your words towards yourself, others, and the world. So I invite you to stay here and breathe for as long as you like. If there are other poses that you would like to do to finish out this practice, you're welcome to do that as well. Stay on your mat, give to yourself for as long as you like. I hope that you will return to this practice often. Join me again in practicing Ahimsa. And I look forward to seeing you on the mat again soon.